Hello, music fans. Welcome back to my podcast and April's Featured Tracks playlist. In my family, April is full of birthdays. So let me start this post with happy birthday month to my son, brother, sister, daughter-in-law, grandniece, friends, and myself. For April's playlist, I pulled together 6 great tracks that I hope you enjoy. The tracks in this playlist are Tired, Why Do I Keep Running Back to You, Far From Home, So Cool, Blues Ain't Blue Enough, and The Way You Move. To listen to the full tracks and to find the links to the playlist, go to my website, refort.co/playlist, or find this playlist on my YouTube Music, Spotify, Pandora, or Amazon Music sites. Let's get to the playlist. Kicking off this playlist is Tired from my CD Living in Strange Times. On this track, I'm playing my Fender Acoustic Electric for the melody and the chords. The solo is played on my Gibson SG, and I'm using a Hammond organ sound on the melody and solos from one of my virtual instruments. That solo really ties in perfectly with the guitar solo. The long name for this track is Tired of Not Being Seen. Let's give Tired a listen. Next up is Why Do I Keep Running Back to You from my CD Smooth As I Want to Be. This is an up-tempo, in-your-face blues track. When my brother Keith heard the rough draft, he suggested I add a little Hammond organ to it. As you can tell, I fell in love with that sweet Hammond sound. In this track, it sounds so good up against my Stratocaster where I'm playing the melody and the solos. Let's give Why Do I Keep Running Back to You a listen. Next is Far From Home from my CD Living in Strange Times. I love this cool blues track. It makes me think of a lonely soul on the road working his way home to his love. In this track, I wanted to keep it as simple as possible. Just rhythm guitar, piano, bass guitar with some clean drum programming, and the acoustic guitar for the melody and the solos. Let's give Far From Home a listen. Next up is So Cool from my CD 10. On this track, I'm playing my Fender Stratocaster for the solo work, my 1980s Schaefer hollow body for the melody and the chords, and a chord bass. I love the drum programming on this track. I think it came out really sweet. This track makes me think of a smoky jazz club with a quartet on stage just laying down a cool bluesy jazz groove. Let's give So Cool a listen. Next up is Blues Ain't Blue Enough from my CD Told Ya. I really love this track. When I let my son Chris, an amazing pianist, listen to this track, he said, "Blues ain't blue enough for this track, Dad." And so it was named. In this track, I'm playing my Fender Stratocaster for the melody and solo, my cork bass for that cool walking bass line, and on the keyboard side, I'm using a grand piano sound for the chords, and my Hammond organ sound is covering the melody and keyboard solo. Let's give Blues Ain't Blue Enough a listen. The last track on this playlist is The Way You Move from my CD, I'm Gonna Let It Ride. This blues jam has a great groove to it. I love that hot bass line and the Fender Stratocaster on all the guitar work. Sometimes it only takes the right drum track or bass line to get a song moving. With The Way You Move, it was a little both. I started playing around with some drum tracks, and the next thing I know, I grabbed the bass guitar and started laying it down. After that, everything else just fell in place. Let's give The Way You Move a listen. Well, I hope you enjoy the music and get a chance to listen to the full tracks on YouTube Music, Spotify, Pandora, or Amazon Music, and of course, on my website, R.E.Fort.co/playlist. Thanks for listening. And as always, without music, life has no soul.